You've just moved into a new dorm at university when you meet your new roommate. Yes, he's attractive, but he's rude, inconsiderate, and worst of all, a homophobe. So you decide to get revenge by doing something lewd on his bed. Then he catches you in the act. Now, both of you hate each other more than ever before and keep trying to get the other to move out. But then one night of unexpected passion makes everything 100 times more complicated. You still hate each other, that hasn't changed. And there's no way either of you will fall in love. Why? Because your roommate is the worst. Spoiled, entitled, arrogant, and he's not going to fall in love with you either because he's totally straight. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel where I discuss all things BL, boys love related. Today I am going to be discussing the BL manhwa/webtoon Can't Think Straight, story by Pangin, art by Hudadak, available to read on Lezhin. So I read this by chance and immediately became obsessed. So this video is all about why you should read Can't Think Straight. I already explained what this webtoon is about at the beginning of the video, but I'll just give you some more details about the story. We follow Han Garam, who is back from his military service and studies computer science. His roommate, Yoon Jae-hyuk, is a rich boy who is being forced to live in the student dorms after his parents cut him off from using his credit cards temporarily. He's good looking and popular, but he's also a homophobe. One day, Garam overhears him saying that gay stuff is gross and that he wants to avoid everyone who's gay, which obviously that would include Garam, although Jae-hyuk doesn't know that yet. This brings us to the most contentious part of this webtoon, that the love interest is literally a bigot. This might be a turnoff for some readers, which I understand why, but I do think that it works in the story. The thing is, you're not meant to like Jae-hyuk, as in, you wouldn't want to be friends with him in real life. At least I wouldn't. But I'm still rooting for him. Why? Because BLs are love stories, and obviously these two are going to have a happily ever after eventually. And if they are going to get together properly, that means in a future chapter someday, Jae-hyuk is going to have to confront the fact that he likes Garam, who is a guy. Which means that he is going to have to confront the fact that he is queer, despite his homophobic beliefs. So, unless this webtoon does something off the rails and unexpected, we're going to get a redemption arc, and that's going to be extremely satisfying to read. Additionally, while Jae-hyuk is a homophobe, which I'm not trying to excuse, he is mostly harmless. As in, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't say anything particularly outrageous. I don't think he refers to any terrible stereotypes or tries to humiliate or out Garam in front of other people. Am I aware that this is literally the bare minimum or less than the bare minimum? Yes, but I just want to make a point that this character's homophobia isn't so egregious that it made me want to put the webtoon down. With that out of the way, I want to talk about what I love about their dynamic, and that is the fact that neither of them go easy on each other. See, Jae-hyuk is the worst, but Garam isn't weak and doesn't let him get away with it. He stands up for himself and insults him just as much back. In that regard, they're evenly matched. So, at the moment, it feels like they're real enemies, not just a few people who fling a few mean words to each other, but secretly kind of like each other. No, real enemies. And since they're real enemies, it means that when they do catch feelings, it'll be all the more powerful and enjoyable to read. Another thing is that while they do totally hate each other, there are currently hints of something growing between them. I don't want to give spoilers for these latest chapters, but Jae-hyuk is starting to do something that's kind of nice, which is really gratifying to see. And that just makes me so much more excited for when they're in a proper relationship. So why should you read this webtoon? Because it's pure fun. The tactics they use to annoy each other? Fun. The way they try to get the other to move out of their dorm? So entertaining. The spicy times they have, despite hating each other? It's so good. And the anticipation that they're going to eventually fall in love. Let's just say that I'm going to keep up with every episode weekly coming out from now on. There are currently 25 chapters. I was so sad when I caught up after binging the whole thing in an afternoon, and I can't wait for the next chapter. Anyway, that's it for this video. Subscribe if you want to see more BL related content from me. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It lets me know if you want similar recommendation videos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye!